Check here. Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. So today we do have an exciting AMA. We're going to be learning more about Spherium. And I'm especially excited because today we have a women's CEO, which is rare to see. And I'm just really happy to be doing this interview. So for that, we have Anshel. She's the CEO of Spherium. Welcome, Anshel. Maybe you can tell us a brief intro about yourself.
Oh, yes, sure. Thanks, Mariella. It's really nice to be talking to women in crypto, because as you mentioned, we find very few women in this space. But yeah, we are growing. The numbers are growing. Anyhow, so I'm Anchal, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Spherium Finance. I have been in the space of crypto for over 4 years, close to 5 years now, and I've been in IT and technology space for close to 14 years now. So my early career and my earlier days were working with a big IT consulting company in India, and I spent most of the time, because by qualification I'm a chartered accountant, so my background is in finance. So I've done information system audit. I've done a lot of things related to technology. I'm also a blockchain expert certified. I went into the space of blockchain about 4 to 5 years back. We like everyone, we start with Bitcoin, and when I realized the technology behind Bitcoin and other chains which are there, I really started to go into the rabbit hole. And with DeFi, actually, this is the space where my co-founders have been very much interested in, because having a finance background plus managing to include technology like blockchain and marrying them together into DeFi is something we wanted to work into. And we felt that the major issue in the DeFi space is that this space does not have all-in-one solution. So you have multiple solutions. It's so complicated for a layman to use. DeFi is not right now like banks, where you go into a bank and you know that you can deposit, you can withdraw, you can convert to other currencies, whatever you need, you can lend and borrow in one place in a bank. But DeFi space is complicated. It's more tech oriented, and there is no all-in-one solution. So at Spherium, we decided to build an all-in-one solution, and then we realized that because of different blockchains, there is a lot of gap and difficulty for users, because they need to understand different chains. So we started to realize that we need to build a cross-chain solution where users who have their wallets in any particular chain, or have their funds in any particular chain, or they're comfortable with any particular chain, should be able to use all the DeFi products. So we started to build Spherium, which is an all-in-one cross-chain interoperable solution. We have this particular platform actually is going to have bridges between all the chains, at least EVM compatible we are starting with. So all the EVM compatible chains we are starting with. The DEX offering, the AMM, is also cross-chain operable. All the chains will be supported. Also, we have other offerings like staking, lending and borrowing, and multi-chain wallet.
It really seemed like a very complete product that you're building. And I definitely like the idea that you're doing cross-chain, because, well, for me, it's always a nag that you cannot use all chains, right? If you have your product in several chains, it's so complicated when you have to switch around and you have to pay gas fees or any other fees, that are not worth it. So definitely a cross-chain product is definitely needed in today's world, because you want to be connected with everything, and that includes different chains. So very excited about this project. But there's also like a lot of projects that are trying to build a similar idea. So maybe you can share with us, shed some light on what are you guys doing differently, right? What sets you apart from all these protocols, and how do you plan to drive more adoption to your protocol?
You're right. There are many protocols are built other than Spherium as well, who are trying to solve this cross-chain issue, that so many chains which are coming into the market. How to ensure that the process becomes seamless. For the way we are different from other products in the market is that, first of all, there is no all-in-one solution. Even when someone is building a cross-chain product, they're focusing on one particular product. If they're a bridge, they're only a bridge, and they might be providing access to all the chains. For us, our bridge is actually not a product. We never consider our bridge as a product. We feel that bridge is only a means for users to be able to use different DeFi products. Say you have your ETH, you have your Ethereum on one chain, but you want to buy a token which is listed on Binance Smart Chain. You have the bridge to move your ETH from Ethereum blockchain to Binance Smart Chain, a wrap token, and then use that wrap token to buy token on Binance Smart Chain on in the platform. So we are building a complete ecosystem, first of all, which I've not seen other protocols focus on. Most of the protocols are focused on a single product. Other than that, also most of the protocols which are building cross-chain products, they are mostly available either only on mobile or they're only on desktop. We are building our wallet as well as our web applications. So we are giving that convenience to users that you will be able to access everything on phone or on desktop. So web as well as mobile we are covering. Another point where we are very different is our focus is on bringing projects to multi-chain environment. So what happens is that every protocol which is building cross-chain solutions, they're saying, okay, you remain on one chain, and then we'll give you an option to bridge yourself to different chains, or give an option to users to buy using some bridges on the back end. But what we are saying that you never know what will happen in 12 months, what will happen in 24 months, which particular chain will have more user base, will be more scalable, or which will be able to sustain the test of time. Just like Ethereum did. Like Ethereum was so prominent till 2020. 2021, we started to see Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Avalanche, Polygon take away a lot of market share. Now Phantom is coming up. So you never know what will happen after 12 months. Some other chain might come up. So if you have your tokens listed on a particular chain or linked to a particular chain, then you might lose your user base. You might lose your competitive advantage when that particular chain goes down. So we are giving this option to all the projects that, okay, if you come and join hands with Spherium, we'll give you bridges and you can move and list your tokens on multiple chains. You never lose your user base. Whichever chain becomes successful, you have your users over there. You have your token over there. So we are differentiating ourselves in a way that we are more focused on project owners as well as on users, convenience for them, rather than just giving a one product solution.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And it seems like you also provide different, aspects where you have the staking, you have the cross bridging and everything. I think it's going to be very useful also to develop new projects because there's a lot of new projects that have an awesome project. But like you said, there's still some things that they're lacking. And I'm guessing it could be out of, a lack of team or lack of knowledge. So having these tools in order for them to develop their product, that's going to be awesome. And I think it's going to also promote a healthy blockchain space. So definitely excited to hear that from you guys. But there is one thing that we're always working blockchain and security. So let's talk about security. How can projects know that their funds and their community's funds are going to be safe? What kind of actions are you taking to make sure that everything that they use is going to be safe?
Yeah, security actually is the biggest concern in DeFi space, I would say. The major concerns and the risks that have been raised by anyone is that whenever you trust a particular protocol and put your funds over there, how do you trust that protocol to keep your funds safe? So what we have done is that first of all we are getting everything audited once, twice as well. So for our bridge contracts, we got them audited twice. Every time we make even a small change to improve any kind of functionality, we get it re-audited because we want that there should not be any kind of risk. So we have got our audits done from PeckShield, from Halborn, from BlockSec. So we've got multiple audits done. We've also got penetration testing done for the whole platform. Now we are going to run some bug bounties as well. We want to involve the white hat hackers. We want to involve the community to test the protocol, to test the products, so that once they our public testnet was live for around 8 weeks. We had a lot of participation there, but now we are going to do a bug bounty as well. And now since the products are coming on mainnet, we're going to run bug bounties where we are going to invite these good developers from the public to test it out, so that we want to be sure that everything is safe and secure. We believe is there is always going to be some kind of risk, but if we can try to do it as securely as possible, I mean, we are trying our level best to make sure that we cover all the aspects first of all. And if we can make some products which, even if there is a risk involved at some point of time, we can still hold them in. We are using multi-sigs, we are using every kind of security that we can, so that the funds are safe. We even delayed our product launch by about, I think, 2 to 3 months, just because we wanted to get some more tests done, some more audits done. So though we have heard a lot of people say that you are delaying some launches, your product is not out in the market, we still delayed because we want to be sure. We don't want to come into the market, because we know once the adoption starts, even if it is $1 or if it is 1 billion, it has to be safe.
And that's a great philosophy to have, whether it's 1 or 1 million, to always keep safe. I think sometimes people, it's like, oh, well, it's just a couple cents, it's the risk. So I really like the idea that you are taking care of from the single thing to the biggest thing. That's very, very good. And also, it seems like you guys are taking a lot of steps to take care of security, which is really, really great. Always good to hear that it's not just, oh, we made an audit, that's it. No, you're actually taking, continuous steps to make sure that everything's safe and well done. So definitely happy and congratulations on that.
Security audits,
Now,
penetration testing, bug bounties. What else? If anyone will suggest anything else, we'll do that.
that's great. See, guys, you can type there your suggestions. They're open, and that's great that you also are open to the community and including them. That's very, very good to hear. So I was checking it out, and there's something called Hyperlaunch. So I'm guessing, you're bringing in retail users and institutions for projects operating in the same domain. Maybe you can explain to it for us a little bit further.
Yeah, so Hyperlaunch is a program that we launched in end of November, I guess. So it has been live since 2 months now, starting with third month. So it is a kind of a cross-chain incubation program for the projects. So what we are doing right now is, for us, the whole market actually, we've seen that project owners do not understand the concept of cross-chain. So we want to explain to them what are the benefits. And we are not right now looking at revenue, we are rather looking at adoption more. So what we brought in this Hyperlaunch program was, if we find the project good, we are creating a cohort of 50 projects. These 50 projects will get a list of benefits, like they will not be required to pay any bridge fee. First of all, the bridges for every chain that we are going to support will be free for them, so every bridge fee will be refunded. That actually saves a lot of money for the projects to go cross chain. So if a project, say, decides to go on 4 chains or list on 5 particular chains they are comfortable in, and they move, say, 10% of the liquidity on 4 chains. So, say it's $100 million project, $40 million worth of liquidity. If you're moving across a bridge, normally you pay between 0.5 to 2% in fees. Sometimes it is even as high as 5%. So, even if you're paying 1% in fee, for $40 million, 1% is 400,000. So that $400,000 you save if you join Hyperlaunch program, because you don't have to pay that fee. First, second benefit is that since our bridges are part of our platform, once you list on our cross-chain DEX, Hyperswap, your users or retail users will also use the bridge to move the liquidity. And once they do it, they will pay some fee, which is 0.5%. So we have a bridge fee of 0.5%. That 0.5% also we are sharing with the projects for the first 2 months. So any project can have an additional source of revenue. Also, the third benefit is, since we are bringing 50 projects together, we are going to do joint marketing activities, and cohort benefits, partnership opportunities, all of those are available to these 50 projects. We are also helping these projects in every other manner that we can help to make them grow, because we want these 50 projects actually to have such a good market share and growth, being a part of this group, that with them our platform also gets a lot more adoption. So this is the program that we are running. We have only 3 requirements for these projects. We don't support meme projects. We don't support anonymous team projects. And we want them, if you're using, you're part of Hyperlaunch, you should also list on our decentralized exchange. So that these are the requirements. So we have found very good projects in this program. Since the last 2 months, we have more than I think 13 or 14 projects who have already signed the MOU, have confirmed. We're in discussion with 5 to 10 more projects right now. We are very confident in the next 2 months we'll be filling up all the 50 spots. So we are inviting every project which feels that they can gain, because once you go cross chain, every time you launch your token on a new chain, you create a new hype. It's a marketing benefit. Plus, you increase your user base, you increase your liquidity. So we are inviting the projects which feel that they can benefit by going cross chain to join us in Hyperlaunch.
That's amazing, and congratulations already having so many projects, guys. If anybody's watching right now or later when we leave this recording, reach out to them if you're a project that's looking for a solution. It seems like a very good solution to be checking out. And okay, so moving ahead of your bridge indexes, which I'm guessing they're supposed to be live by the end of the month. I was told. Is that still on the agenda?
Yeah. Yes. So
Okay.
as I told you, we were on public testnet for 8 weeks. So right now our product is available for public to test. We have had received actually 5,000 applications when we opened the program, and we selected, 1,000 of them, and we have had lot of people actually joining the public testnet. We had more than 2,000 people on a daily basis joining, testing the platform. We had, on a particular day, we had even 17,000 hits. So we see that there is a good demand. Right now, yesterday we launched our cross-chain bridge between Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. And today also we have a very big news about a new listing that is coming for our project. So a lot of things in the pipeline. In February, we are launching our cross-chain DEX as well. We'll also add support to other EVM compatible chains like Avalanche, Polygon, Phantom as well in the coming month, in February itself. Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, a lot of things to look forward to. And, as, with everything going in the meta, is there any meta concept that you're working on to kind of add on to your extensive list of already cross-chain applications?
Oh, meta concept. I mean, this is something we are working on secretly. It's not something out. Yeah.
Okay.
And there is one more thing. We have a trading competition going on at Gate as well right now. So we have a trading
Ooh,
competition
amazing.
at
Yeah.
Gate, yeah, which is on, I think, till tomorrow. So till 2nd February, that competition is on. I would invite everyone to join that. And with respect to Meta, yes, we are. See, no one is out of the metaverse concept right now. Every project is entering the space. With Facebook moving to Meta, we are also adding a layer of Meta to our project, but it is something which is in design mode. So we have not added it to our roadmap yet. We will add more details to the roadmap as we are able, when we are able to create a proper design on when what will be launched. So as you know, we have so many products in the pipeline which are going to go out. We are going to add a concept of metaverse as well, so that the users can actually benefit from this metaverse ecosystem. Also, as I mentioned to you about the projects which are coming to Hyperlaunch, we have a lot of projects from NFT and metaverse space joining. We have at least 4 or 5 NFT projects. We have some of a couple of metaverse related projects. We have some gaming projects as well in part of there. And we are planning to integrate all of the firepower we have in the Hyperlaunch cohort with our own product, so that we are supporting all these metaverse projects as well as launching something related to metaverse ourselves. So we have a lot of things going on even now.
Wow. Yeah, definitely a lot of going on. Amazing. Congratulations. Okay, so now we will move on to some questions from the audience. So starting with the first one, it says in the crypto field, it's very hard for projects to generate revenue. Some projects have dev share and marketing. Can you explain to us in what way Spherium Finance creates revenue and profits?
Yes, so it's actually right. Most of the projects in the space are not generating any revenue. But if you see Spherium, we have multiple products, and every product has a small amount of revenue linked to it. Just like so, for a DEX, you see how Uniswap generates its own revenue. Similar way, we'll also generate our revenue. We have a fee of 0.3% charged on every transaction. 0.27%, which is 90% of the same, will go to the liquidity providers, and 10% of the fee, which is 0.03%, will be the revenue of the platform, which will be used for running the platform. Then we have another other project like Bridge, and as I already told, we have a 0.5% fee on the Bridge, so that's the revenue from Bridge. We are also going to launch some products along with the partners that we who are joining Hyperlaunch. So, like there is a project which is going to integrate their API to our platform, and we are going to charge a variable revenue on top of their revenue model. So small fee when the users are going to use their platform using our interface. So that is going to be added. Along with that, we are going to launch our lending and borrowing pools very soon. So that again is another revenue source for us, because there will be always a difference between the amount we'll pay to the people as for lending them money, and the revenue that we'll generate from borrowing of those funds. So lending and borrowing is also going to be a source of revenue. We have revenue in the DEX, we have revenue in the Bridge, and with our partners, wherever we are going to integrate some of those products, there will be small revenue generated out of there as well. So we have multiple sources of revenue.
Which is great, so that if one gets stuck, the other one will always provide. Okay, how
Yeah.
about the next one, which we can see here? Is your project only for lit investors, or can anyone jump in?
So our project actually is there in the market, so we don't have any investment rounds open. But yes, till now we were on Ethereum chain only, so we were listed on Gate and Uniswap. Now, since we have launched our bridge, we are going to launch our tokens on Binance Smart Chain as well. So on Uniswap, the transaction fee is very high, but on Binance Smart Chain, the transaction fee will reduce. So even very small investors will be able to buy Sperry tokens. And anyways, we are on Gate, so Gate fees is also very low. So smaller investors can buy their tokens on Gate anytime.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, and here's another good one. Talking about your team, you obviously discuss about you and have a very good profile. But how about the rest of your team? How strong is it? Many projects start with good impression and then they're abandoned the project. What makes your project different than the others?
Yeah, I mean, even when we started, we never had a smaller team. So most of the projects, what they do, they start with 2 3 people, and they raise funds. They come to the market, raise more money, and the product may or may not be developed. Now the thing is, since we are developing so many products, you can't do it with such a small team. We needed a big team. We right now have 20 people. We've had even more people earlier. We have reduced the size. So even after fundraise, we reduced the size. We started to let go of non-performers, and we started to hire better team members who are performing even better. We're also using some external contractors if required, because we are building multiple products in parallel. So we have a very strong team. We are 3 co-founders, me, Sash, and Alex, and we are all very well qualified. We are not some 20 24 year old youngsters. We have been in the business of not just crypto or blockchain, but also otherwise as well. We have been advising and working with a lot of projects. So our team is quite experienced. Our technical team is also experienced. We normally have been working with people who have been in the industry for at least 2 to 3 years. So we have very capable and not very big, I would say, but 20 plus people I see is a decent team size for any project.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good enough where you have enough people to cover it, but not so much that people start not caring about the project anymore. So I think that's a very good sweet number.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a common one, where people are asking about, like long term. Most users only care about immediate benefits rather than the real value of the project in the long term. So how can project convince users to invest in your platform in the long term?
Um, to be honest, Spherium cannot be a short-term project. It is not because of the design that we have. Um, you will see that the value of token or utility of token will continue to grow as we continue to add more products into the platform. To give you an example, I'll give you an example of Gate or Binance, like which are complete ecosystems, right? You can trade over there, you can do margin trading, you can do peer-to-peer trading, you can deposit, you can withdraw, you can do a lot of functions, you can stake in these platforms. And it takes time for such bigger projects or bigger platforms to be built. So if some investor actually invests right now and wants to gain in the next 2 months or 3 months, they will just get small benefit. But if they are able to stay put in the project for say 2 years, they'll see that since we are launching products every few months, every time a new product is launched, we actually add more projects, we add more user base, we add more utility to the token itself. So this is by design a very long term project, and since it's a long term project, the value of token also unlocks in the long term only. Even our seed private sale investors, our strategic investors, all are vested for a period between 12 to 24 months. So none of our investor also is there for short term. Our advisors are also vested for a period of 18 months or plus. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. It's very hard for a project to like to be like on a short term. And since you have a lot, it's not only your project, but you're bringing in a lot of projects working with you guys. It's not like you can cut it off from one day to another. So yeah, definitely, I think that's a good one. Okay, so and let's move on to the next one. This is probably just reminding people about what you already kind of explained to us. I think it's a good summary for people to go with. Many blockchain projects are just on paper, have no real meaning. So what practical product is your project using? What plans do you have for a better product in the future? So like a
Yeah,
summary of
so
what you said to us.
yeah, so basically, see, many products they start off with a white paper. They show a lot of huge plans, but nothing comes out. We are already on mainnet with one of the product. We are launching another product in the next 10 days. We are launching, and to be honest, if you're, even Gate, which is a top 10 exchange, normally does not accept any random project to be listed. And Gate is invested in
That's
our
true.
project for the long term. So we had to actually, yeah, so we actually had to show our code base at the time when we were raising funds in 2021. We showed our code base to many of the investors to show them that we have already built something, that this is not just a white paper project, because we were building so many things. Many of the investors were of the view that this cannot be done. They said that you should focus on one product because this is how the industry works till now. People only build one product. But when we said that this is what we are building and this is already ready, so one product that you're talking about is already ready. Now we are building on the second, third, fourth products. So that is the time we were able to raise funds. And now we are at a stage where all the testing is done, where the audits are done. Now we are at a stage where we are ready to launch the products. Now we are at a stage where we have enough projects who are going to start listing as well on the products and using the products immediately. So we are not just focused on B2C space where we just go to retail users and ask them to use. We are also focused on B2B space where we are inviting projects to start using the cross-chain products that we are building and realize how convenient it is. Once you are there on all the chains, you can actually market your project to every chain user. Your in marketing avenues increase, your user base increases. So all those aspects we are bringing out to the projects, we are reaching out to these projects. So we are not a project on paper, we are there in the market, we have products in the market, and you will see adoption also coming in February and going ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems like a very exciting project. And it's good that it's tangible. It's not something on paper, like you said, it's actually working and it's actually already helping other projects. So that is very good to hear. So thank you so much for sharing with us today. If people have more questions, where should they go? How can they connect with your project? What's the best ways to reach out to you guys?
Yes, if please, I would say follow us on Twitter. We have our Telegram channels. We have some regional Telegram channels also. We have a Turkish channel, we have Korean channel, and then we have a global channel as well. So on Telegram, so you can join us on all those channels. Our website is Spherium.finance. You'll get all the links to all the official channels on Spherium.finance. You can go there, follow us on Twitter, join us on Telegram channels. Also, we have a Instagram account, though it is small still. We are promoting it now. We are available on LinkedIn as well, so you can follow us on LinkedIn. So I would say rather just go to CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, find the official link, and then only go and trade, because there are a lot of scams out there. A lot of scam
Yeah.
listings are also out there. So go if you want to trade in Spheri token, go to Gate. There is only one Spheri token on Gate, and on any of the dexes. If you want to go, please go to CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. Get the right link from there, and then only go and buy on any of the decentralized exchanges. And obviously, you can always visit our website, Spherium.finance. You'll get all the official channel links over there. And our team is very responsive. You can always go and ask them any kind of questions. If you want to get on a call, also, we are always available.
That's awesome. And yeah, guys, please be very careful with all the scams going on. You know, our blockchain world, it's beautiful, but it's also open to a lot of scams. So make sure you always verify links you're going to, you go to the official websites, and that you're talking to the official people. Always triple check you're doing that, because we don't want you guys to be losing your funds or going into something that you thought it was and it really wasn't. But anyway, Ashal, it was so nice having you here, and we're definitely excited. Congratulations on building such a good project. Congratulations on being a woman in blockchain, leading such a good project. Like, it's actually makes me happy to see more engagement of women, and especially developing such good projects. So definitely congratulations on your growth. And guys, please go for the trading competition. Take advantage of the prices that are going on right now. They're very good prices, and we'll definitely stay in touch. Thank you for being here, Acha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thanks to Gate as well. They are our primary listing partner. Very, very helpful and supportive of us. We are also available on other decentralized exchanges. We are there on Uniswap. You'll hear about more listings very soon. So stay focused. We are there. Our trading competition is ongoing on Gate. Do take benefit of all these opportunities, because right now the markets may not be very good, but very soon we'll see some kind of uptrend. So do participate in the trading competition. Follow our official channels. You'll see a lot of news coming out, a lot of announcements coming in the next few days.
Yeah, definitely
Thank you.
agree. Guys, this is the moment to take advantage of the market. You know, if you are really into the long term, this is a good time actually to be involved in the market. So definitely agree with what Al said. And thanks everyone who participated, who made questions. Thank you for being here and watching, guys. And yeah, thank you for another great AMA. Nice to see you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.